No joke this week, just announcing from all the questions and everything from before. We are the threads. That's what we were, that's what we are, that's what we will be. We are the threads. Together, all of our threads together make a beautiful tapestry. That's cool, right? That's a good one. I like it. Welcome, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for a quick vlog because I got nothing right now. There's a lot of things I could talk about, but Jinx feels I've been talking about from negative things lately, so I should talk from something positive. And that's why it's going to be a short vlog. Oh my god. That's not good. But it's going to be, because I got nothing right now that's not a source of negativity, besides the job interview. So job interview was on Thursday. It was really good. It's not the job I want, but it's a job that can help me get to where I want to be. The job interview I want for the job I want, they were supposed to do it in December, and they're still dragging their butts on doing the interviews. It was like, waiting for that. But hopefully that comes up sooner than later. But I was amazing in this interview, which means I should be amazing in the interview I want to do. So that's good news right there. Channel-wise, channel's going. Jinx has her finals still going on. It's like the whole month. So we're not doing podcasts just yet, but we will soon enough. And we're not doing there's special projects like Hardcore Terraria. There's a question. Would you guys be interested in just seeing me for just on a lark? Is that the right word? As a funny idea, is just Scarf just doing hardcore whatever. Top difficulty, well, Terraria wasn't top difficulty, but top difficulty a game. They'll probably just be 10-minute videos, because there's no way I'm going to go far. There's like, top difficulty Doom, how long can Scarf last? And just like, well, I don't last, I just die in the tutorial. I don't know. Would that be a fun idea? I don't know, I'm just shopping that around. Because I think it might be funny. It's like, Scarf, hardcore is Dark Souls 1, I died at the tutorial. Scarf, hardcore is Dark Souls 2, I died at the tutorial. Scarf, hardcore is Dark Souls 3, I beat the whole game and don't die once. Oh yeah, no. I died 300 times when we did the LP for Dark Souls 3. I'm pretty sure I'll die pretty quick and early, but it could be what the hell was that? It could be a funny thing. The thing is, there's a bajillion ideas we can have. We can have a bajillion ideas. Rapid fire, the next one's going to come up this weekend, hopefully. We just haven't gotten a lot of really good indies lately. It's really frustrating. It was just, yesterday was like 6 really bad indies. It was not good. Luckily got one really good one-shot coming up. And Rapid Fire's coming together. The really good one-shot is a game called The Raven. It's a remaster of it from THQ Nordic. Came out in 2013. And this game is really good. It's really good. It's a story game. It's a point-and-click story game. But it's just really good presentation and everything. And I'm excited to do the one-shot on that because I think some people really enjoy it. It's really good. It's the best way I can put it. It's just really good. Of course, it's been a week since Kirby Star Allies. Really fun game. Kirby's great. We all know Kirby's great. Kirby's great. Kirby's wonderful. It's been a fun time playing that. And they're bringing out more things, so that's going to be awesome when it comes out. And there's so many secrets, and Kirby's my main man. We know. We know. So, there's Kirby's everywhere. There's going to be Kirby's all over the place. Funny thing, imagine if I got married, and I got married to a chick who's really into Hello Kitty. Imagine how pink that house would be. Very pink. Very pink. Oh my god. That'd be funny though. Or somebody's a fan of My Melody. That's also very pink. But, it's really fun. Kirby Star Allies is really great. The winner, I should announce the winner. Yeti won. Out of literally 1,000 potential, Yeti won. When we did I probably should not mention it. When we did the birthday bash, last year, so everyone, like, if you made a comment in the video and all that stuff, you had a random chance at it. And 2 people commented on almost every video. It was mostly just one person one person commented in every single video. Another person commented on most of them as well. And so they won like a good number of games as well. Yeti won 20 games. I think Ninjax got like 13. I think Yoshi got a bunch as well. But Yeti won like 20 games. Oh, Ninjax got like 8, I think. Yeti won 20 games. Yeti won the Kirby. Like, Yeti's a very lucky person. Just mention that really quick. The biggest lucky run, though, was, of course, Madness, who got 4 games in a row on stream. That was the silliest thing. I can't even remember what he won anymore. Did he win Vermintide from us? Maybe he won something Warhammer maybe. I can't remember what Madness won, but he won 4 in a row, which was just silly. More community stuff. For Saturdays is going to be community night every Saturday. That's the plan. This Saturday is going to be Jackbox. We'll do Jackbox 1. There's another game that an indie sent me, which is trying to be like Jackbox. We'll do that. And we're just waiting on sales for Jackbox 2 and 3. 4 is not going to be on sale, but we're waiting on sales for 2 and 3 because money. But maybe we'll just say forget it and just buy them. Maybe we will. I don't know. It's trying to be frugal and smart about things. Because I am going a little nuts on the giveaways. But we'll see about that. But that's what's good. Saturday night's going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. PST. Check your time zones if you want to get in on that. That's going to be a stream with viewers. What we will see in the future with that. So that Saturday night, it's about the community. It's about everyone. It's just us having fun together. It's not always going to be something everyone wants to do, but it's us having fun together. That's what the plan is. And so it'll be things we can do as a group for the most part. Sometimes it'll be things that only some of us will have because they actually cost money. But so there'll be free-to-play things and non-free-to-play things. Viewers want to do viewer karaoke. I have no idea how to do logistics of that, so we'll see if we do that one. But I do want to do My Hero Academia, like watching that on like 2 Saturday nights. Like we watch season 1 because that's 13 episodes. So like one night would be like 6 episodes or 7 episodes, and then the other night would be 6 or 7 episodes for the 13 episodes. And we'd watch it on like Rabbit. I think it's called Rabbit or Hop or whatever it's called. We'd watch it on there. I'd of course be hosting it. We'd watch it there. Talk in the chat. It would be the dub because I want to watch the show, not read the show. Because it's so good. And the voice acting is really good in the dub because they brought in the really, really good voice actors for the dub. And so that's coming in the future. That is definitely coming in the future. We'll probably have another Fortnite night in the future as well. So we can squad up and things like that. My favorite mode was 20-man teams, and right now that's gone. So like my love of Fortnite got deflated again. Although I enjoy solo mode, I just really like the silliness of 20-man teams. That was really I really enjoyed that, and I'm hoping for them to bring back like 50v50. That'd be cool. We might maybe do a HOTS night, something else that's also free to play. HOTS would be one of those games that we could do free to play. I might be past TF2 at this point. I probably am past TF2. But there are a bunch of other free things. Like we could do Warframe. That's only 4 people teams, but like just rotate people out like we used to with Smite. There's things we can do and things we will do, and we'll see as we go forward. Sunday night is Slay Aspire. Whenever the viewers want to replace that with something else, just send suggestions to me. The idea for that one is, again, we can play kind of together. I get final say, but we strategize and come up with things together. Slay Aspire is perfect for that because we can take our time, think about card draws and all that stuff. So it works out pretty well. I wish we had another, like, XCOM game. Like, I wish there was another XCOM we would put right there. That'd be great. But there's nothing right now, unfortunately. There's, like, Long War, but I already know that, no. No. I know I'm not into that. I would not, I don't want to, that's, no to that. Just straight up no to that. Maybe something come down the line where we have something that would be great for it to play together on a Sunday. But like Saturday night is community night, Sunday night is a different kind of community thing, and then any streams around that is just whatever I want to do or things I need to make, like indie stuff or just hanging out or editing, whatever it is I decide to do. That's what those will be. Anything else really? No. So I'll tell you guys a story. I'll tell you 2. They both have to do with rabbits, just so it's more entertaining end to this thing. Here's an old Japanese folklore story. There's a warlord, and then there's his generals, and they're just on a hunt, and they're on the hunt, and they're shooting at animals, and one guy just boasts how much of a marksman he is and how great he is at just shooting, and one of the servants is like, "Hey, you guys have basically enslaved me. If I could escape and not get shot to death by your best marksman general guy, can I go free? Can we do that?" And The warlord's like, yeah, shit, okay, yeah, we'll do that. I bet it's not gonna happen. You're gonna die. It's a hell of a thing, though. This guy thinks he can. It's a challenge. It's basically a challenge between him and a great marksman. Okay, we'll see this. And so he gets a little bit head start first, and then he goes, and then the general fires his arrow, and he misses. He's like, what the hell? And then he fires, and he misses. And he keeps doing it, and he just keeps missing, and the dude gets the hell out of there. He's gone. And so the warlord sends his men to go get him, bring him back. He's like, okay, so how the hell did you do that? And the farmer's like, hey, okay, here's how it goes. Here's how it goes. I used to own a farm. I mean, the servant goes, I used to own a farm. Used to be a farm before you guys, took everything and then made me work for you guys. We had a rabbit problem. I could take care of most of the rabbits, but there was one really good rabbit. When I'd shoot my bow at the rabbit, apparently I was using a bow to take out a rabbit, the rabbit jumped out the way. Even if his turned around and I shot him from behind, the rabbit jumped out the way. And he noticed it was the moment he let go of the arrow, the rabbit jumped out the way. And so he realized that that's it. They're going to be shooting where they are, and so you know exactly when that is, and just change trajectory. That was it. That's all he did. He's like, yeah, the second I heard the bow go off, I went in a random direction. And every time, because, yeah, how are you going to predict which way he's going to go, right? By after you fired. So he's like, the second I heard it go off, I just moved here, and I moved there. And the general's like, huh, wow, that's pretty good. Wow. And then, so the war's like, well, deal's a deal, there you go. And that's the folklore story. I just found that interesting. It's just an interesting story. I've noticed this about a bunch of Japanese folklore. It's not really a moral to the story. It's just like, well, that was an interesting thing. I'll tell you another one really quick from this one. There's a story in Japanese folklore that says, it's like true story, bro, at the beginning of it. It just says, true story. Keep in mind, this is a true story. One day a man's just walking and he hears a noise from the ground. And he's like, what the hell? And then he digs into the ground and he sees a head. The head's like, hey, I'm hungry. Can you feed me? He's like, what? So he pulls a rice ball out of his pocket and pulls the head out of the ground and gives it the rice ball. And the head's like, thanks. And he's like, can you put me back? He's like, all right. And he puts the head back. He's like, can you bury me? He's like, okay. And he buries him and he just walks away. And it's just called a true story. That's the story. That is it. One day a dude just finds a head, feeds the head, and reburies it, and that's it. And it's considered a true story in folklore. I'm like, there's no more to that story. That's just a random ass story that is claimed as true. Now, here's a rabbit story. This happened. I told this on Twitter. I'm working. I'm driving, and it's like 5:45 a.m., maybe 6 o'clock. It's still mostly dark. But there's a white rabbit in the middle of the road. And so I slow the hell down because there's a white rabbit in the middle of the road. I'm still driving, but I'm like, okay, I'll slow down. I'll go right. The bunny goes right. Going right towards me. I got the lights on, of course. So it's going right towards me. I'm like, okay, son of a... Okay, that's not good. That's not good. I'm like, okay, I'll go left. The bunny goes left. I go right. The bunny goes right. I'm like, okay, stop. And I just stop. And the bunny just sits there. The bunny just sits there looking cute because it's a dang rabbit. Just sits there. I'm like, okay. All right, okay, I'm your hostage now, bunny. And I'm there for what feels like an eternity. And the bunny finally hops away and goes onto the block, and there it's gone. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, it's done. Back to work, and I drive, and then... I don't know if that was the right way to go. Ba-doom. Basically, ba-doom. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh no, 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 no. I jump out of my freaking car, like just like, park, get the hell out, and I look under the car. It's a rock. But I was like, ooh, I was so freaked out though. I was like, no. Okay, it's good. Okay, I didn't kill a rabbit. It's a rock. I was amped the rest of the freaking day, obviously, from that point on. Freaking rabbits. There's just wild, random rabbits in San Diego. Like, the same day I'm walking up to work on something, and a bush just rustles, and then just 4 bunnies just scatter. I was like, what the okay. There's just rabbits everywhere. It was just random that day, the things that happened with those rabbits. Just silly. Just silly. I don't really have anything meaningful as far as a thought goes. That's why it's a short vlog. Like, I've been thinking about it for like the last hour. Do I have anything really to talk about that's not just from negative source of entry? And he's like, no, I don't have anything that's not from negative source. Because I don't, maybe negativity just gives you something to think about because it's you coming up against another force kind of thing. And that's the thing, is we focus on negativity because we learn from negativity. We learn from bad things more than we learn from good things, because when things are good, we're like, well, that worked out, so that's what I'm normally going to do, so I'm fine. I don't need to learn anything from that. Well, when something goes wrong, it's like, okay, that didn't go well. I need to learn from that kind of situation. That's what happens with us. We remember the negatives, not the positives. And I think because of that, we end up being very complacent, but also, what is the word here? Where we don't appreciate. Where we don't appreciate something. We become that. And I'm not sure what that word is right off the top of my head. I cannot remember words, apparently. We just become unappreciative of something. That's what we become, because we're just so used to when things work out. We're so used to that. And so we do not appreciate the things we have. We do not appreciate just how ridiculously nice things can be for us when things are going right. But when things are going wrong, well, we appreciate life because we realize, like, oh, damn, that did not go very great. The ridiculous thing is, when it comes to every single one of us, in that this is what makes us special and mundane at the same time, is you had either, depending on which theory you believe into, the Big Bang or the... what was the other one called, right now? Because the other thought is not a Big Bang, but actually just matter just came together, which was called the something... I can't even name them. But the Big Bang is one thought, while another one is that matter just came together and eventually formed everything. All that happens. The Earth happens. All these other planets happen. The Sun happens. Black holes somehow don't eat the Earth. Asteroids don't destroy the Earth, except when it wrecked the dinosaurs and all that stuff. And just thousands upon thousands of years of human development and evolution, and other animals coming together, and the lands forming the way they are from what used to be, of course, Pangea, and breaking apart to the 7 continents. All that stuff, all these things, revolutions, wars, so much strife, so many accomplishments, all these things, and then billions and billions of competition, all this stuff happening for a long ass time, and then you're born. All this stuff happens, and then a person comes, and then we're here. All this stuff had to happen in these certain ways for us to be born. Because if not, someone else is born in this spot. Someone else is here. So that makes us all kind of special in a way, but also because there's so many of us, also makes it mundane, depending on how much you care about rarity. But, because my dad had a woman that he was going to marry before he met my mother, but that didn't happen because of certain circumstances. And if he did marry her, would I be born? Would I be who I am? Would I be all these, you get what I mean, right? It's just all these random things come together to make you you, to bring you about. And you can see it as fate, you can see it as chance, you can see it as a bunch of other different things. But so much comes together to make a moment happen, to make a person happen at every given moment, which can make them special or not special depending on how you see it. And that's kind of what makes it so maybe ridiculous and so special, but also, again, mundane, is that there are literally billions of people out there, and they're all very different, and they all have different circumstances that came about to their coming to where they are. And through that, we have just so many different things and people and thought processes and things. I cannot comprehend a Nazi. I just can't. I can't comprehend the real bad version of a Nazi. The ones who truly believe they're better than something, than another people, that the other people are lesser somehow. I cannot comprehend that. But a lot of things came to come in combination together to make that human being. And a bunch of things came together to make me and you and so many other things. A lot of good people and a lot of bad people. And so it's just this big old mess. And we all try to make sense of it all. We all try to find balance in it all. I think where I'm going with this is, I choose that despite there being billions of us and so many of us, I think it is, we're all special. We're not snowflakes or anything, but we're all special in that we're alive. When very well we could not have been, had circumstances been different in so many different ways. Or maybe even just one little difference could have made us not exist at all. I'm happy to exist. I definitely am happy to exist. Of course, if I didn't exist, I wouldn't know I don't exist. You know what I mean. I'm happy to exist. I'm happy for the life I have, for the good and the bad. I'm happy for it. I'm happy I'm saying these things to y'all. And I appreciate it. And so I realize that this is getting very weirdly philosophical. I don't know what the right word is right now. But this suddenly became not a short vlog, by the way. Just have what you will with what I just said on that, I suppose. It just makes it very open-ended, I guess, in what I was saying. But it's just, so much comes together for us to be what we are, for us to have what we have, for things to be what they are. Sakurai was 19 when he made Kirby. What if he went to a different company, right? Would Kirby be a thing? Would my favorite thing in the world, which my children will not be able to rival? No, I'm kidding. Sakurai just wasn't a Nintendo. Would Kirby still exist? If Nintendo just said bleh to his idea, would we still have Kirby? Like, would Kirby still be the thing? I mean, would Nintendo be the thing it is without any of the mascots? Without Kirby, or without Link, or without Mario, or even Luigi, or Zelda, or Animal Crossing, or any of the things? Would they be better, would they be worse? We'll never really know, but what we know is what we know. We have an opportunity to not necessarily be everything we want, or anything we want. We have an opportunity to live and to exist, and to do something with it. I think the point of life is to live. I think that's what the point is. It's not potentially some big destiny or some fate or whatever that. I think it's, the potential is there for us to achieve some great things. But I think the point is for us to live and to exist and to do something, whatever it may be. And I choose, what I do with my life is to do this channel and to make people happy. That is what I choose to do with my existence. Other people have chosen not as positive things with their existence, and that's unfortunate. I think what I'm saying at the end of the day is do something. And don't believe you can't do something. There are circumstances that make it a lot harder, but we've seen a lot of people achieve things despite adversity and doing things that just, wow, how they work so hard at it. Stephen Hawking, there it is. Look at what he achieved. Look at how much he did when he had a disease that was supposed to kill him so long ago, and that incapacitated him so long ago, and despite that, he accomplished so much. We're all capable of that and more. I think that's the way to end it. So there you go, that right there is the vlog. I had fun talking, hope you for watching and listening, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. That was the longest walk ever.